Hey, 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 it's your girl Sariah Parker Pill here with the finest star that I've had met so far in my class that I just started for us to become the next billionaires in the world. Her name is Geri,
Hello.
and she really, really just made me so warm inside because she actually took the opportunity to be on my show. This is the first show. Well, actually, the second show since I've been back from out the country at the Bahamas. You all know I took a little break, but every entrepreneur needs to take a little break because we move so much and forget about ourselves. So, Jerry, please tell the listeners who you are and why we became friends.
Hey, hey, everybody. I'm Geri. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I met Sariah recently at a small business training class. A little bit about myself. I am from Brooklyn. I've been exposed to the real estate game since I was about 12 years old. It started with my mom, who was a co-founder of a 16-unit apartment building in Brooklyn, New York. And from there, I learned property management and bookkeeping, and then I learned little odds and ends as far as like changing doorknobs and changing out little sheetrock and patching sheetrock and doing painting jobs. So my career, it started when I was 12, and my mother was like, "Come in here in this kitchen and do these books with me." So I've been exposed to real estate since I was 12. My grandmother and grandfather, who are originally from South Carolina, they were in New York. They owned brownstones, and then they wound up investing in real estate in South Carolina. So they had a block full of properties also. So it's just the family business for real, for real. So now here I am. I am a licensed Maryland home improvement contractor as well as home builder, and I specialize in catastrophe rebuilds and new construction homes. So catastrophe rebuilds go into water damage, mold, fire, smoke damage, that type of stuff. So um, I've been fortunate enough, in my entrepreneur journey to try out different businesses. And my latest business is BK Lobster, which is a seafood restaurant, seafood casual seafood. Let me say that like that because we took the lobster and we made it into the different lobster rolls. So we have about 12 lobster rolls, and it's going to be fantastic. We're actually going to open this weekend also, so I know I'm giving you a lot right now, but that's who I am.
Well,
uh,
this is awesome because I knew it was something that drew me to you. And
mhm.
talk a little louder when you get a chance. I knew
Okay.
it's something that drew me to you because I'm a people person. Don't get me
Uh-huh.
wrong, but I do have discernment. I can see a lot more than what it seems. And I play stupid a lot.
Now that's why God connect his kids together, because he knows, you understand. And
Amen. Amen. I'm telling you because God knows that we need protection and we need people that's just going to watch our back as well because it's some things because we're a people person, some things we don't want to see. So the enemy try to creep in really fast.
yes.
So he always does bless in that area, and I'm learning to listen to Holy Spirit more and more every single day. Like I don't have to listen to him; it's like loud and clear. Like okay, I should turn left, and then as soon as
Yeah.
I do that, it was an accident right there on the right, and it just be simple things like that. But it's crazy because you said something very important. You started your journey at 12 years old. It's crazy because I started my first full-time job while going to school full-time at the age of 12.
See what I'm
At the
saying?
age of 12. And it's something about your spirit because even though you come and present it really well, just like most women, they come and present it, but you also can get down and dirty. I love that about you. Love
Yeah,
it.
thank you. Yeah, I'm always in the field, never in the office, hardly when it comes down to the real estate and construction world.
Can you get
I'm
a little
out there.
closer to the mic? I'm sorry, we can't hear
Yeah,
you.
you hear me now? You hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah, I said I'm always in the field, never in the office for real. It's the construction business. You got to be on site. You got to be making sure that things are going accordingly. So yeah, I do not mind getting down and dirty.
And the awesome thing about that, because I know now, like if we ever went out after class just have dinner or something, something broke out, I don't have to worry about my back too.
Oh no, 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 not with me.
That is very important to me,
Yes,
that we have each other back. And loyalty is everything for me.
everything.
It's just
Mhm.
everything for me. It's no, I feel like I would never go out with a person if I don't know I will fight for them if something break out. I
Exactly.
can't do that. I don't want to be in
Mhm.
a situation and have to think first. Like, should I leave them or run on? Like, why
No,
even go out with?
look, we too old for
I'm
that
leaving all
now.
those fighting days behind, but it's very important to have those thoughts because you never know, because the type of world
Yes,
we living in. We live
exactly.
in a crazy world.
Hmm.
So the thing I want people to know is, where is your soft at? That is very important. But because I'm well connected, I
Hmm.
need them to know that they can also use your services now, and
Okay.
you'll be on the number one top of my list of
Okay.
I will use you now.
Okay.
you
All
know,
right. All
for
right. Yes.
all things that come through my table with contracts and with the fire
Mhm.
catastrophe, all of that you're talking about, because
Yes.
I do financial services as well, and we sell those type of insurance.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
very important to be connected with the right people that can do the job, the way that it's supposed to be done.
Exactly.
I'm usually never doing live, but people say, "Hey, Sariah, you need to be live. They need to see your face. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can
They
get
tell
more
me the
listeners
same
that way."
thing.
I say, you listening with your ears, not your eyes.
Exactly. Now I get the same thing all the time because I'm always in the field. Um, and using my brain majority of the day and reading plans. So it's like I have the need to focus on the social media and the content and things of that nature, but it's kind of hard to balance the two. So what I realize is I just have to create a budget for it and just keep working towards it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. I know you're going to be great. And I know we are going to not just graduate together, but we're going to
Yeah.
make these billions together.
Hello.
One of the reasons why I said billions on the rise, I hope you didn't mind me using Billies on the
No.
rise, because you use Billy in your name when it comes to real estate. And
Yes.
I actually been saying since I've been clean, and for the past 2 years, I've been saying that I'm actually working on a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. So
Hmm.
when you said that right there was a great connection, because I'm like, this girl thinking billions too.
I've been thinking billions for a very long time. I created Brooklyn Billies with that in mind, and I acronymed Billies. Building intellectual leaders leading in economic success, because again we are on the rise seriously, and all it takes is just your mindset. If you believe, you could achieve. So at the end of the day, never give up, just keep going. And look, what is that? Billy's on the rise.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like, I promise you, and it's crazy because a lot of people like, Sariah, it's ridiculous how lucky you are. And I was like, I don't believe in luck, but
Look.
I do believe in being highly favored. And the
Yes.
fact is that I wasn't highly favored, and I probably was in the
Hmm.
time that I was out there not knowing who I was
Hmm.
per se, or what life I really wanted to live. I was lost. Like
Hmm.
the first book I wrote, The Lost Soul. People need to get that book because I'm on one right now. Like,
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, books
Yes.
coming in back to back to back. Like, I have my fourth book coming out now, and it's just ridiculous. I just published the third book just a few weeks
Hmm.
ago.
Hmm. Hmm. So
So
yeah,
it's like, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, I'm excited to have those books in store too.
That would be awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I would be excited if someone could just show me the way of getting these things in the store and things like that. Because I mean, I some most of the time, not most of the time, the Lord leads me to give someone,
Hmm.
the story sometimes, because I see them hurting so bad, or where I was, they are still in.
Hmm.
They on the streets, don't know what to do. They just, you can see the pain.
Yeah.
You can see the pain, you can see the sorrow. And I
Mhm.
mean, sometimes I just give them a few dollars because I know what they need it for, especially if
Mhm.
they look sick.
Mhm.
Few dollars, something to drink, the book, and if they really, and a lot of times it's funny because a lot of times when I ride past some of these homeless people, they reading books as they begging for money.
Yeah.
So why not bless them with a book that they're gonna read? You know?
Right. Right.
And I get to know these people. I don't know how I got to the subject, but I get to know these people,
Mhm.
and it's very important not to judge a book by its cover.
It is. It is.
Yeah, because if you've seen what I looked like before and then you see who I am today, people will look at me and they say it all the time. You look like you've never been through anything. And
Yeah.
that's the crazy part because when you have a certain amount of God in you or the God energy that you're actually walking with, that aura and things like that,
Mhm.
all they're going to see is God. They're
That's
not
it.
going to see your past. They can't see or understand how in the world was the transformation from there to this. And I
Mhm.
mean, it's baby steps you have to go through. And I promise you, people always probably, and I know they do because they come at me like this, like, well, Sariah got it, so I ain't gonna pay her money back, or I'm gonna just ignore her call, or you know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
only one there for them every time they was in need,
Mhm.
every single time without wanting anything back other than what you owed me.
Yeah. But you see how
Other
you
than what you,
just said, God, you on your fourth book. You going on the fourth book, right?
yes.
Okay, that's because God wanted you to be an author. He wanted you to testify. He wanted you to walk the journey so that you could give the testimony to another and help bring up another. So at the end of the day, you just got to be grateful that he gave you what he gave you. You know, my mother passed away, and what she always used to say to us is, what God had for you is for only you. So never be ashamed of it, never regret it, because it was supposed to happen for only you. You understand? So
Indeed.
yes, yes, yes.
Indeed, and
So
I've received that. I appreciate that
hmm
because sometimes you have these churchy people, and I say I just leave it as that because
uh-huh.
sometimes you can be too holy. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
mean, because if you're going to, the reason why I got it to where I'm at today as easy as I did because I finally was a part of a church that was real and they was teaching the real nature of what God is about.
hmm
Not saying that you was going to hell for everything you do, like
Yeah.
all the other churches I went to, and I was brought up in.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to have that kind of teaching and those kind of people that's around you. And I'm almost losing track of where I was at. But the fact that I'm here today is because I was a part of a real church. I'm still a part of a real church, and it's called Spirit of Faith Christian Center. They changed their name over to City Central.
Okay.
Kudos to them under the teaching of Dr. Mike and Dee Dee Freeman. I mean, when you are around people that can actually be real about your bringing the way you're being brought up, the
hmm
way you talk, the way you look. I mean, the fact that they used to do drugs or drinking or whatever it may be. Oh, now I know what the point I was trying to make. So I had some holy five people come to me and say, well, Sariah, your past is your past, and God forgave you for your past, so you no longer need to talk about that. And I'm like, get the heck out my
Uh,
face, please.
yeah. You got to
Because
testify.
if it wasn't for my past, I wouldn't be able to save some of the people lives that I have saved, and I'm still continually saving because of my story.
Yes.
If I forget about my past, you better believe it, it's only one thing around the corner that probably would get me back to where I was at if I don't remind myself what God brought me through.
Exactly.
So I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. You're going to be on this show so many more times. Most likely you'll be a host, or you will have a clique of your people on here
Uh-huh.
being able to give back to some other people saying, okay, I need to be a part of this. The reason why I take a few minutes out my day to get on this podcast is not for me. Believe you me, it's not for me. I hate being on a screen. I
Uh-huh.
hate it. But the fact is, I know how many lives I can touch. I know how many hearts I have filled. felt filled with love. I remember people come to me like, Sariah, that was a really good show. Like they asked me for things. I'm actually like somewhat like a coach a little bit, but I'm only coaching people on real life journeys I have took for myself. I
Right.
didn't read a book. I didn't become a professional in it. I'm not a professor. No, these are real life journals I have done for myself.
Mhm.
And I just published a journal, and that journal I actually started writing in again. Even though I wrote the journal, I don't never want to forget how I got here.
You're right.
And I always want so much more. Is there anything you want to actually, say anything to the listeners? Because I told you I wasn't going to hold you long today.
Okay. Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
might
Yeah. Yeah.
be
Yeah.
a hey.
Yeah. BK Lobster, Baltimore, soft
Be
open.
a little louder. I'm sorry because
I,
you've been low the whole time.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold up. Yeah. BK Lobster, Baltimore, soft opening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Um, 12 to 11, Friday and Saturday. Sunday, 1 to 8. And we'll be open for the fall festival activities off of Eastern Avenue, 2226 Eastern Avenue. That's the address.
So that's 2226 Eastern Avenue, y'all. Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 11. Be there. Be
Yes.
there. Because
Yes.
I
I'm
will
trying
be
so many
there.
times.
I will be there, and she asked me to bring some books. So if you
Yes.
have not got your copy of the books, and you just need to know, because a lot of times the reason why I listen to shows is
Hmm.
because I just want to know the tea. You
That's
know
it.
what I mean? I'm far from nosy, but I like a little drama.
Yeah.
I like hearing a
That's
little drama.
excitement.
I can watch drama all day. I just don't like being a part of it,
Part of the
if
time.
that makes any sense. But yes, I like looking at it.
Mhm. But
So I know listeners are very, very nosy and things
mhm,
like that. And I know you want to know a lot about what's going on with me. Get the book.
mhm. Get the book.
It's transparent. Just get the book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to know about all my little dirty secrets? Get the book.
Yes. And we want to carry some of those books at BK Lobster. So, bring a couple.
Jerry, you are so awesome. I mean, I
Oh,
just love your spirit. I love your smile. I love your energy. I just love everything about you.
oh,
And I can't
likewise.
wait for the first $1 million we're going to make together, because that's going to be the first million to the billions we're going to be making together. I know God does this on purpose. It's just what we do with it once He blesses us with it.
Yes.
And I got to say, I'm proud of you. I know
I'm
your
proud.
mom
Oh, I'm
is
proud of you.
super. Oh, I
Yeah,
appreciate you.
I
I
am.
know your mom is super proud of you. I know your dad, he be raving about you.
Thank
I always told my father, I said, Dad, I know I'm your own, I've always been your only son.
you. Mhm. It's
I'm the middle child. I was rough, the tomboy, always fighting, all kinds of stuff. So I was my father's son here. I met someone that matches my aura.
tribe. Look, tribe. Go.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And if my listeners say, "Well, so why you have to do that show again?" Because we really couldn't hear her. Believe you me, we will be back. Is there
Okay.
anything you want to say to the listeners before we get out of here?
Okay. You still can't hear. Y'all listeners can't hear
You're
me.
so yeah, you're so muffled. Look,
I'm sorry. You know
I was
what?
putting my forehead against the screen trying to hear you, like I was the one that couldn't hear.
You know what? I'm sorry about that. I got to get me some headphones. And my assistant said that was the first gift she was going to get me.
It's
But I
all
do.
good.
I
It's
need
all
some headphones.
good.
But again, BK Lobster, Brooklyn Billies Real Estate Club, 2226 Eastern Avenue. You could visit our website for BK Lobster at bklobsterbaltimore.com. And you also could visit us at www.brooklynbillies.com. Check us out.
That is awesome.
And
Thanks again. I
wait,
can't wait.
I want to leave y'all with something. Like my mother always say, what God has for you is only for
It's
who?
for you. That's
Yes.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. We
You're
love
welcome.
you.
We love you.
All
Thank you,
right. So we're
Sariah.
going to be. No problem. I can't wait until we get our next one going on.
Yes.
Girl, we got so much to talk about. We're going to be seeing each other on Saturday
Yes.
after I do my service at church because I'm starting to do more service at church. I know it's like I do enough already, but hey, if God got you moving and getting you the energy to do so, so you
Mm-hmm.
can have others follow, then so be it.
Yeah.
Make sure every second count. Do
Yeah.
not fail yourself. Believe you me, as long as you try, you're never a failure. I want to say I love y'all so much. Do not forget, I want to see you at her restaurant this weekend. Y'all know how much I love good food. I love good food, and I'm going to turn down her restaurant. See
Yes.
y'all there.
Uh,
2226 Eastern Avenue, correct?
yes. Yes. Yes.
See y'all there. I appreciate you, and we are out.
All right. Later.